Alright guys, welcome to the Todd's Garage laundry room. Before we get started here, just would like to tell you guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really do appreciate that. Check out, got many more great videos on how to, and if you're into arcades, got some good ones on the arcades I have. So what happened last night is when the washing machine was running during the drain cycle, a very loud, like clicking, rattling noise. Very concerning. Came up here to make sure nothing was leaking on the washing machine, and there wasn't. But I have a feeling this washer, we've only been in this house for a year, so this washer is only a year old. I'm thinking something possibly got stuck in the drain pump. So we're going to take this apart. We're going to check out the drain pump, see if we can find anything in there, and go from there and determine if we need to, order a new part or what we got to do. So, step one, I'm going to get the washer here pulled away from the wall. I'll be back in just a second, and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so here's the back of the washing machine. I didn't want to replicate, by doing another cycle so you guys could hear the noise, just because I don't want to harm anything in here by trying to do that again. This is a Maytag, and the model number is MVWC565FW1, but it probably is going to be a similar process for most Maytag washers, to at least give you an idea of what needs to be done to get into the back. So first thing we want to do is we want to unplug the washing machine. Super easy, just unplug it. Make sure we're not getting electrocuted while we're working on it. Just as a safety precaution too, we're going to turn the water off. Okay. Got that turned off. I have two tools here that I'm going to use. A pair of pliers to get the drain hose off right here. I'll show you how this is done in just a second. There may be a little bit of water, so I got a bucket down here just in case there is. And then I got some towels off to the side if I need them to soak anything up. And then this is a 1/4-inch nut driver to get the panel off the back here once we remove the drain hose, just so we can see what's going on inside. So let's go ahead. Let's start with this. And just kind of pinch these together. And it's going to release the pressure on the hose. And we're just going to kind of gently get this off. Oop, there we go. Now we'll get that dried up. Okay, we'll get that little bit of water dried up there. Probably could have had the towel down here to begin with, just to make sure. I knew water was coming out, but it still gave me a surprise. Okay, we're good there. We'll just kind of move the bucket back a little closer, just in case it trickles out. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver. I'm going to get this back panel off. Alright guys, I kind of wiggled that little shield piece off. I got all of the bolts removed. Let's take the metal back off. Looks like we still need to... Really don't want to cut my finger. There we go. Now we should just be able to move this off to the side. Oops. Okay. So on mine, this little plastic piece, it's got like a hinge down here, and then this here, I just put a little bit of pressure on it and allowed me to get it, get it to slip out from that metal piece. Okay, that's the drain pump. So if we need to replace it, possibly easier to do it from the bottom. Could flip the washer on its back if you unhooked everything. Could probably still do it from this way too, which I would prefer to do. But what I'm thinking is there's a piece that's stuck in there. So I'm going to remove this here, and I'm going to see if I can find like anything stuck in here. And then we'll kind of take it from there. So let's start with that. I'm going to go ahead and remove this and see if we can find anything in there. So just hold tight here for a second. There we go. Okay, let's check it out here. Put this down here in case some water comes out. Look at that, it fell right out. Literally. Not going to be able to fit the bucket there, but we'll give it just, it looks like it's kind of fizzling out. But there's our culprit right there. A zipper, a Quicksilver zipper off one of the jackets. Hold on, I'm going to grab another towel here. Alright guys, so yeah, the advice I'd have to you that I didn't do is I'd have some type of bucket that could fit, or I guess I could have had something under here to gather that water, whether it was a cup or whatever it is. It wasn't a whole lot, but why get water on the floor if you don't need to? So this is what literally fell out. You can see too, it's like, been chipping away in there and stuff, at it. So, I mean, it looks like that's where it was hitting, maybe. Let's see if there's anything else. So, reaching my finger down in here, I can feel like and it's plastic, so it's good, if you hear something like that, you don't want to mess with it over and over, because this is plastic down in here that's pushing this water through this hose, and you don't want to hurt anything. I don't feel anything else jammed. I feel, I don't know what I'd call it, like the propeller, and I don't feel anything else. So I think that was our culprit. I think that was the only culprit. So I'm going to put this piece back on, and one thing I would say is when you put this back on, make sure it goes on right. You definitely don't want any leaks. So we're going to put it back on, get everything put back together, and then we'll test it, and make sure that nothing's leaking along the way. So hopefully the fix is as easy for you guys as it was for me, and the piece literally falls out in your lap. Yeah, so in this case, this was this little zipper stuck in the drain pump, causing all that noise. And if I would have left it in there, it would have over time it would have hurt the drain pump, and I would have had to replace it, which would have been extra work and extra money. All right, guys, we got the washing machine all put back together and put back in place, and gave it a test run there, and no leaks, so we're all good to go. Very happy that that's all it took to get this up and running. Hopefully your issue is just as easy, and if it's not, at least you got to see how to take apart the back of the washer there and hopefully get you started on figuring out what your problem might be. The one thing I would say for the tension spring hose clamps, I was using a standard pair of pliers, which worked but made it slightly more difficult. I would recommend using channel lock pliers. I just didn't have any here, so I had to use what I had. But the proper tool for that job would have been a pair of channel lock pliers. So if you have those, use the channel lock pliers. It's going to make your life much more easy. Well, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and check out all my other great videos. And hope you guys have a good one, and see you in the next video.